Hello and welcome back to the Making a Husband podcast with me, stand-up comedian, actor, writer, fragrance connoisseur, and all-round excellent egg, Tez Ilyas.
Yay!
And with me this week, as she will be every single week, as long as this marriage lasts,
Wow.
is...
Shy Ilyas, Tez's wife.
Yeah.
Normal civilian.
Love her.
Did you say as long as this marriage lasts?
Yeah, till death do us part. It's not my fault you had other ideas in your head.
How?
Because you were thinking like, oh, divorce, innit? But I was thinking like, till death.
Why didn't you say till death does us part?
Yeah, as long as this marriage lasts, innit? Because then the marriage is done. then one of us is free.
Wow.
Then one is free and the other one wins, whichever way it is. Yeah.
Who's going to pass first?
Undoubtedly me. Undoubtedly me.
We shouldn't say that.
No, I mean, hopefully not me.
Inshallah.
Touch wood, not me.
What? Jinx. Neither of us.
One of us has to die.
No, we just die together.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But you
know
don't
people
like
die
that.
from a heartache. Or heartbreak, sorry.
Yeah. You know that, I don't know if you ever saw that TikTok video where some old man, like bless him, his wife died. He was like in his 80s, 90s maybe, and his wife died. And then later on that day, he tried to kill himself by running into a wall.
Yeah, I know, that's really sad. It's a true story, guys.
Bless him. Anyway, what a rambling intro we've had.
Welcome back.
Right, Shy, what have you, Ivy, been up to this week?
What have you been up to?
I went to London for the day.
Yes.
Drove down, drove back up on the same day because our mutual friend Shabazz invited me to a early advanced screening of Fantastic Four.
Mm-hmm. Did you find the Fantastic Four?
It was not fantastic.
Ah.
It was good. It wasn't quite fantastic, no.
Interesting. Have I watched it?
It came out this week.
Have I watched anything about it? It's the first Fantastic Four movie.
In the Marvel universe, yes. It's complicated.
Yeah, this is why I don't get involved in this
There have been
stuff.
3 previous Fantastic Four films. But this is like you know how Superman started again with this new film? They've started again with this new Fantastic Four film.
So you had a little bro date.
Yeah, we did. And then we drove back together. And yeah, it was nice. It was nice. It was good though. I was thinking to myself, what a mad thing. Like I basically drove 4 hours to watch a film in the cinema.
Yeah.
For free, to be fair.
I mean, it's not free paying petrol and all that stuff.
Right. Okay. So petrol to London and back is about 450 miles.
Wow.
And so my tank of gas is about £90 for a full tank of gas, right? So 450 is about maybe 2/3, just over, maybe 3/4 of the tank. It's about 3/4 of a tank, that is.
Right.
So that would be, what's 3/4 of 90? You should know this. £22.50. £22.50 times 3, which is £67.50. £67.50.
Right.
Right. So £67.50 it cost me in petrol.
Yeah.
If I paid for an IMAX ticket, that would be about £25. And by the time I've paid for a drink and popcorn, that's about another £15. So it would have cost
Is
me
that
about,
how you justify it now?
so that would have cost me about 40 quid. So me driving down, but then getting a free ticket, free popcorn, free drink, it almost paid for itself. Almost.
You just went to have a little lulur.
Yeah, and also wanted to watch the film.
Yeah.
Without paying for it.
Yeah. So you drove.
Yeah, so I drove to London. Yeah.
Only you. I could not think of doing something like that.
But also, it's a bit of networking, and
Yeah,
you
I
meet
get it.
those influencer types that
Yeah.
a crowd that I'm not that familiar with, and Shabazz obviously knows all of them, so he did a couple of introductions. So yeah, it was interesting spending a day or an evening anyway in his world.
Yeah.
Of like influencer
Very
events and
tiring.
stuff. Yeah, not that one, not that one, because that one wasn't a premiere. So it wasn't everyone dressed up doing interviews on the red carpet. So it wasn't that. It was just a screening. So they still had a picture opportunity with like some whatever props and stuff. But it wasn't like a full on premiere.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could deal with that. Like I still like the idea because I have acted in a couple of things.
Yeah.
I still like the idea that I'm like on the other side of the camera.
Yeah.
Even though I've not
yeah.
done any films or anything like that, but I like the idea
Yet.
that I'm on that side of the camera.
You've done a film. A couple of films. You've done appearances.
Not proper ones though. Indies. I've done a couple of indie projects.
They're still films.
Yeah, but I've not done a Hollywood.
Yeah.
I've not done a film for which there's been a premiere at Leicester Square.
Yeah. One day.
Inshallah, one day.
Inshallah.
But I've not done one of them yet.
Yeah.
Then
Snap
that'd be
them
another
up,
side.
guys. Hollywood, Bollywood,
Bollywood, yeah, why not?
Bollywood. What else what's Pakistan?
Lollywood.
Lollywood.
Not Nollywood, Nigerian one.
Yeah.
Nollywood. South Korea. If you need slightly better actors, English-speaking actors than the one you had at the end of Squid Games.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if you need someone 1% better than that, I could do that. If you need someone to speak English in any of your dramas, I'm your guy. If you want me to do it badly, I'll try. The problem is I'm a good actor, but if you want me to do a bad job, I can do that as well. Because that seems to be what you want in your English-speaking actors. But I'm available Korea too. What did you do while I was away?
What did I do? I was in the office.
Oh, yeah, you went to the office, yeah?
Yeah, then I came back so basically, for you guys that tuned in last week, Tez's mum has got back on the road. So
Yes.
mum-in-law's got back on the road. Mum's been absolutely fantastic. She's been so good. Alhamdulillah. Please keep her in your du'as because we just want to make sure she's independent and encouraging because she's been absolutely fantastic. And then I came home and I said to Tez that when I came home, because the night before she asked me, oh, are you going to have dinner at home with me? And I said, yeah, because Tez is going to be out. So she actually drove and she got pizza and my favourite chicken, grilled chicken.
What, she picked you up?
Yeah.
She didn't order a takeaway?
No.
Wow.
And then this man, because he's such a little green envious, he brought pizza. He went and had pizza that night. Because when I phoned him, I said, oh my God, Mum got me pizza. And then when I came down the next morning, he'd brought pizza with him.
Well, yeah, because at the end of the night, before we left...
You're just jealous. You were like, Mum
Before
and
we
Shia
left
chilling.
London, I had to eat something and I went to a takeaway and takeaway sell pizza.
You know, when I put I just put like a post up on my Instagram just saying about the fact that Mum had brought me pizza and grilled chicken and I appreciate it. Like, it means a lot to me. And I had loads of people message me, a lot of women message me. And we get that. We get even on Making a Husband pod, we sometimes get messages about in-laws.
This is Making a Husband pod.
No, I mean on
You
the
mean the
Instagram. Social media.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
social media. Like another podcast there. And we get and I don't often share stuff about Mum and that. But when I do, it's just like little bits and stuff. Because one, I don't say it because I don't want other people to feel like if they don't have that, and I want them to feel that, oh, why can't I have that? But it was quite nice because I had a nice messages from a few girls saying, mashallah, like we really we love the fact that you have that. And I had quite a few messages from other girls, and they were like, some other women just saying, we wish that our mother-in-law was like that. And it's really sad because I'm not going to go off topic on this, but obviously we do hear about it, we do read about it, and I put, I was just obviously I try and reply to everyone, and I was like, do you know the way that I see it? I'm very close to my mum as well. I was very spoilt by my own mum. So to leave obviously my mum and then move up here and then have another mum has been unbelievable. But I do believe a mother-in-law and daughter-in-law relationship, it's a two-way thing in that.
Completely. But I think also there has to be a bit of open-mindedness, compromise.
There's a compromise.
Patience.
Yeah.
Also forgiveness, because either side will make mistakes or either side might get annoyed at the other.
Not everything's always going to be perfect. But,
of course not.
But if you have understanding, which alhamdulillah, I'm very, very grateful that we do. And I think obviously it helps because one thing we have in common is you, right? And you love us both.
And I'm a top lad.
He hates it when we gang up on me and Mum gang up on him. He hates that. But yeah, I do get I do get a lot of messages, and it's quite sad. It is quite sad.
I think you're very, touch wood, alhamdulillah. I think you're very fortunate that you get on with all of my family. Yeah. If anything, the issue is they're a bit too much. That might be the issue, because Shai sometimes she lacks space and stuff in the way that you don't have space when you're with your own family. So I think that it's you got the opposite problem of them being a bit.
I'm very lucky.
A bit too in your face.
I'm very lucky.
But I think alhamdulillah, long may that continue.
Ameen. And I do hope that everyone out there, every woman, my age, younger, whoever getting married, has that relationship with their in-laws. And I do hope mother-in-laws out there that you realise that it's a big thing when your daughter-in-law lives with you and gets married to your son. I think
in-laws have to realise that, if your brother gets married to a woman, so you now have got a sister-in-law or a daughter-in-law coming into the family, whether she lives in the family home or they live independently, you've got to realise that there will be some changes. You are going to see your brother/son less, and that's a good thing. Like the reason you want your brother/son to get married is for him to start his own family, right? Is for him to go live his life. And so part of that means him spending time with his wife and stuff. And you've got to be happy with that. Like if your sister or daughter got married to a lad, right? And she's gone to live either in his family home or they've gone to live independently. And she comes back and she's like, oh yeah, my husband prioritizes me, and he makes sure that I'm happy, and he makes sure that he set up boundaries with his family to make sure that I'm okay and stuff. You'd be like, oh, what a top son-in-law we have, what a top brother-in-law we have. I'm really glad he's looking after my sister and my daughter. Well, then give that same energy for your sister-in-law/daughter-in-law, innit? The same energy you'd want for your sister or your daughter, give to your sister-in-law or daughter-in-law.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, a lot of situations now where a lot of daughter-in-laws don't live with in-laws, and there's going to come to a point where all our parents are going to need to be looked after, right?
Yes.
And
yeah. Sadly,
my sister-in-law lives with my mum, and obviously I live with mum lives with us.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of bad. What's the right word I'm trying to say?
Stories.
There's a lot of bad stories. Yeah, there's a lot of bad stories. But I always say to Tess, sometimes, like, obviously, inshallah, like things continue the way they are. Then I get scared. I don't want nazar, for example, which means like, what's that nazar? Evil eye. And I'm always like very, very grateful, alhamdulillah. And I do think that at some point, like we've gone from from one extreme to the other. We've gone from when our mums were living with their in-laws, for example, to now mums saying to their daughters, don't live with in-laws because it's too much. And I get it, because it's generational trauma, right? It's what they might have gone through themselves. So it's a hard one. But I do want to say to people out there, like women out there, that, it is a two-way thing. I never sit there and say to a daughter-in-law, like, you should have somebody, you should, like, because I don't believe in that. I believe that it should be a 50-50 balance between a mother-in-law and daughter-in-law. And if your husband supports you, to be honest with you, that's all you really need. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But also, justice for both ways. Sometimes your wife will be right, sometimes your mum will be right. Yeah,
I know I'm too sensitive. But he's quite good at that. You'll say to me, like, your baby, you're fine, you haven't upset anyone and blah 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 blah. But you have to remember, when you're living together, you've got whole new personalities, everything, and it just takes time.
Yeah.
And I
completely.
So basically I had that, and then I did some gardening this week.
Did you?
I did. I repotted some plants, and I brought a little rose bush thing.
She goes to me, oh, I can't believe I'm doing the gardening. I'm like, when did I promise you? At one point in this marriage, did I say I'm going to do the gardening?
At what point did I say to you about designing the garden, and you designed it a certain way, and I said, are you going to do the upkeep of it?
I don't remember that.
Yeah, because this one wanted flipping pebbles and all sorts of stuff going on. And who's looking after it? I'm looking after it.
Because you love... I don't spend any time in the garden.
Babe, that's fine. I don't mind.
You're a garden person.
But I don't mind doing stuff that...
You're from down south. You miss the sun and that. We're up north. We're sheltered people.
Me and Naz,
we like being indoors.
Me and Naz were just talking about, my best friend, we were talking about the fact that we're going to start planting and growing some vegetables, because I just need to get a bigger, like some of these big plants.
Are you going to do any weed?
I'm going to do lettuce. No.
Marijuana?
I'm going to do lettuce, spring onions, cucumbers and carrots.
Strawberries?
I could do strawberries.
Strawberries seem quite the easiest thing to grow.
No, she's got strawberries. I'll just get strawberries from her.
Okay. Just as a start.
Why don't you do strawberries?
I'm doing nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm doing nothing.
Right, guys, it's our favourite part of the podcast where we talk about what he's done to irritate me this week. Justice
for husbands.
Why?
Because sometimes I feel like mountains are made out of molehills.
Who are you? You're asking for justice for husbands that do stuff that irritate their wives, and you're asking for justice for them. I'm just trying to understand that.
Yeah, justice for husbands.
Okay, so we're just going to jump straight into it, because this part of the podcast we talk about what Tez has done to annoy me, or an argument that has stemmed from an annoyance. So let me ask you, what do you think you've done to annoy me?
I mean, plenty, probably.
Every single week, have you noticed that? Sometimes he'll say, oh, I'm just a top lad. I'm a top lad.
So this week I'm trying to think, because you know what
You've
my
done
memories...
a few things to irritate me.
You know what my memory's like,
you have.
You know what my memory's like, so I'm trying to think. I'm sure you have been annoyed at me this week. I'm just trying to remember specifically why. Coming to bed late? Was
No,
that one
that's
of them?
been an ongoing thing for the last few weeks.
Okay. What then specifically put me out of my misery?
Okay, so I said to this man, right? I said to him, because mum was going to Wahid's for a food buffet for a little meet up with her mates, yeah? So
Right.
I said to him, you are cooking on Wednesday, yeah? I told him on Monday, I said, Monday, you are cooking, because let me just set the scene for you guys, right? Usually, I'll cook or mum cooks, yeah? Mum does all the Asian food, I do all the English food. Occasionally, I might make a curry or something. That's so rude. All right, you know what? I'm going to start making curries now. That's
Okay.
it, every day.
No, it's not that you've never made one.
Yeah.
But the word occasionally is a bit strong.
Oh, yeah, but when I do make curries...
Yeah, once you made a curry once.
What were you talking about once? I've made it a
Twice?
few times.
Twice.
I made-
Occasionally she's made curries. Go on.
I'm going to kill him. What about when I made it in that pot?
Yeah,
you
that
weren't
was the
there?
one.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was the one time.
No, it wasn't. You weren't even here for that. It was just me and mum at home.
Okay.
Anyway, so it's either I cook or mum cooks,
Right.
yeah?
Yeah, that's fair.
This man doesn't cook. So then I was like, you know what? Actually, you can cook this week.
Yeah, she didn't. But I didn't accept.
It's not about accept. Do I accept to cook or
You
every day?
She said you're gonna cook, and I was like, I didn't say yeah, I am.
do I,
just said,
do I
went,
cook? Do I accept to cook every day?
I also never ask you.
Babe, who's
Hang
gonna
on. Sure. Wait. But have I ever said to you?
Yeah, you do. What's for dinner?
I say what's for dinner. That doesn't mean what have you made for dinner. That's a different question.
Do you know what? I'll tell you. If I
say
don't
to
cook
you.
for him, he'll go to mum and he'll say to mum, "What's for dinner?"
I don't say to you.
And then obviously a mum will never let her child go hungry. And I've said to every time I said to him,
I don't say to you what have you made for dinner. I say to you what's for dinner, and that could be a takeaway.
yeah, exactly.
Which is
This
what
man would
I
live
always
on
saw the
takeaways.
takeaways out, by the way.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, so at least once or twice a week, I sort the meal out.
Once or twice a
And
week.
every time we go out, which is frequently, which is definitely more than occasionally,
Because we have to go out for your work stuff.
right? But whenever we go out, I sort the meals out. So I feel like I do my fair share. It's almost 50-50, I'd say.
That's absolutely atrocious.
No, because we go out
So no,
occasionally plus.
Why are you taking it off with the thingy?
No, sorry, yeah, go on. Sorry, you told me to cook and I didn't accept.
And
Go
then
on.
Wednesday comes, right? I had a really stressful day at work. I had a super stressful day at work, yeah? So then, and then I did all the tidying and stuff, did the washing, cleaning, everything.
No, who I was doing the bunny
You did the
stuff.
bunny, that's the bunny room. That's one thing, Tez. I
No,
cleaned
but it's all
downstairs.
the party and stuff as well, isn't it?
Babe,
It's not like,
babe,
that's a big thing.
I did that today. And who's going to cook
You
dinner
didn't do
today?
the party today, though.
No.
You just hoovered.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
did the stairs and I did the downstairs as well.
Right? But then who went out to the barbers to look nice for you? That was me. Who went to the gym to look nice for you? That was
People
me.
are watching this. They're going to think you're really out of order. You know
Yeah.
that.
Then who did lunch?
He brought soup from the soup place in town.
Hang on.
And she
sorted-
gave you free dal as well.
Who sorted lunch out today?
No, Tez, I'm not playing this game with you. Who sorts lunch out every single time?
All right, but who did it today, though?
So Wednesday comes, and you know what? He doesn't even flip and do it. And I was thinking to myself, oh my God, I've had a really long day and I'm gonna have to cook dinner. And I really could be asked to cook dinner. Because I was like, and then I think mum, bless her, I think she could tell that I'd had a really tough day. So she was like, shall I bring food home for you? And I was like, no, mum, leave it. I was like, because he said he's gonna cook. And then I looked at you and then he goes, oh, so what are you making? What are you making? And I said
So
to him,
I probably didn't say what are you making because I never say that. I said what's for dinner.
yeah, whatever.
I
you
never
said.
say what are you making.
And then he said, and then I just said to him, right, should we just make some chicken pasta? So then I said to him to go and get the ingredients. What did you do? You said, come with me.
Yeah.
I was meant to go for my walk, by the way.
Yeah, no, that was nice. I thought that was nice. I said to my wife, come and spend time with me. How am I the bad guy here? You always say quite a lot, oh, I feel like we don't spend quality time
Yeah,
together.
why?
Or whatever,
Because you
yeah?
come to bed late, you wake up
No, but
late.
also because
you
I'm working stuff like that, right? But I'm like, oh, let's spend time together. You've been working all day.
Anyway, guys,
Let's
I
spend
cooked-
time together.
He didn't cook. I cooked.
It was very nice. What was I doing while you were cooking?
You were on the phone to your best friend, Abs.
Oh, yeah, no.
He was
that's
literally
true.
sitting on video calling his best friend.
Yeah, I was on FaceTime to Abs. Hey, Abs. Hope the presentation goes well. But I was helping him in it with the presentation. He had a presentation and he needed my help because I'm an expert in public speaking. Literally, there's no one better he could have. There's
Babe,
no
that's not
one
the point.
he
The
could
point
turn.
is,
He's got a
you were meant
famous
to
friend
cook.
who's famous at public speaking. He needed my help.
You were meant to cook today. You didn't cook.
Okay, but I sorted lunch out today.
Babe, you literally went. Well, you do this every Friday. You go to after Jummah. You go to pick up soup from the lady
Or after gym.
after gym.
But the point.
I want to live like this. I want to wake up. I want to do rulur. I want to go to the gym. I want to just go and pick up a
No one's
coffee.
stopping you. No one's stopping you going to the gym. No one's saying, who has said to you, Shy,
I don't want to work.
Don't go to the gym.
I don't want to work.
Right. This is where they come in.
This is where they come in.
Right, guys. Make sure more people watch this. Sign up to our Patreon, which doesn't exist yet, but make the intention that you will.
No, Tez, this isn't about that.
Yeah.
What have you learned?
I
wanted you to cook just once.
Yeah, no, you're right. I occasionally cook.
When was the last time you cooked?
I occasionally cook, like you occasionally
I'm telling you
cook.
the audacity of this man, right? And then the day after, he flipping reheated the food and goes, oh, don't you like the food that I put together?
But, yeah, because in that moment, I did put it together. No, you cooked it. Of course you cooked it. Of course you cooked it. But then this pasta, which was separate, Mum's rice, which we had a bit of leftover, which was separate.
I told you about Mum's rice, actually. He wouldn't have done it himself.
And the lovely sauce that you'd made, then who put that? It's like I put the Lego pieces together in that moment.
What have you learned?
I've learned that I should cook more. I don't like it.
So after all that...
I don't like it.
Babe, you know, sometimes when I've been working till all day...
I know. It's not even about...
It's not
about being tired and stuff like that. It's just, I don't know. I just don't know how to, innit?
Yeah, but baby, I've been teaching you.
If you let me cook what I can cook.
No, he would just wants to deep fry chips and beans.
No, I would never deep fry chips. I put them in the oven. That's really unfair.
When have you put chips in the oven?
I always put them in the oven. You put them in the air fryer. I put them in the oven. That's really unfair.
Chips?
That was really unfair.
The one that Mum makes you, the thin ones.
They're called oven chips.
But
you can fry them as well. But
she fries them.
You can't. She fries them. I put them in the oven. Yeah, that was really bad. That how you mischaracterized me there. I want an apology. I want an apology, please.
I swear to God, Tez, don't test me.
You mischaracterized me there.
Test me.
Oh, I've got an argument of the week. Yeah. Tell me, put your hand up if you bought a dessert for yourself but didn't buy one for your spouse.
Oh, for the love of God!
Put your hand up if you did that.
No, I got that.
Put your hand up if you bought a dessert before recording. You bought a dessert for yourself, but you didn't buy one for your spouse, who always goes out of his way to buy you treats. Put your hands up, everyone in the room. Who that applies to? Everyone in the room who that applies to. Put your hands up now.
I could tell you've been annoyed about that, by the way, because you're not being yourself. Who are you looking at?
I'm looking at the audience. You haven't put your hand up. It's you again, love.
Yes, guys, it's me. It's okay. So this part of the podcast, he's throwing me off.
Justice for husbands.
You're going to cook twice next week now. Do that. You wait.
I'll organise food twice next week.
No.
Monday's on me.
You're going to cook.
Why?
Because I said so.
Why does that matter? As long as you get food.
Listen, we'll carry this on. So we're going to talk, guys, we're going to talk about the animal fact of the week.
Yes.
And for all of you regular listeners, I pick an animal that I've seen or want to talk about. So this week we are going to talk about penguins.
Penguins. Oh yeah, penguins. I like penguins.
Do you?
I had a dream about penguins. It's not about penguins specifically, but about some... Oh my God, I've got a slight deja vu now or something about penguins.
Because we've spoken about them in the past.
Maybe in my dream, you asked me about penguins in...
Why are you trying to be my psychic?
No, because it was like, oh, give me a fact about penguins. Oh my God, no, this is crazy. Because I was having that conversation with Abs about public speaking.
Yeah.
I've had this dream for 10 years about designing a public speaking course that people can buy online, right? Because I'm an expert in public speaking. And then I was like, oh, maybe I could do a bit about improv, and maybe whoever's filming it can give me a subject, and maybe they'd just say penguins. And then I would just do an improv 1 minute bit about penguins, and then I'd go away and write and plan a 1 minute bit about penguins and show how much better the planned bit is than the improvised bit. That's so funny that I thought about penguins.
Well, then you can talk about this now.
And then I said what I'd do is, because I'm a comedian, I'd actually talk about the biscuit, not the animal.
Oh.
That's so crazy. That's literally
clever.
2 days ago.
Yeah, that's weird.
Or last night or the night before.
Yeah. Maybe we're quite in tune then. Maybe it's my psychic abilities coming in.
Yeah, maybe.
I am psychic, guys.
Maybe there's Inception.
Maybe. Okay.
Penguins.
Right. Can penguins fly?
No.
Good.
That was one of the facts that I was going to talk about in my improv.
Penguins go to the toilet, number 2, right? Is it every 20 minutes, every 30 minutes, or every 45 minutes?
Really?
Mm-hmm.
All of that is way too much. Could you imagine? Any of that is inconvenient. That was me. I'd be wearing a diaper. Go on, I'll say 30 minutes.
20.
20 every 20 minutes, they need a shit.
Yeah.
So could you imagine, because my stand-up sets, the standard stand-up sets are often 20 minutes long.
Yeah. So you just be...
That's barely enough time to do a stand-up set without having a
Without
shit.
having a-
Like I have a shit, immediately go on stage, and then as soon as I need to shit again, I come off. Or as soon as I come off, I need to shit again. And if I overrun my time, I'll shit on stage.
For God's sake.
That's one way to keep timekeeping though. For me.
At least you remember this now.
I do overrun a lot.
Name the largest living penguin. You should know this.
Oh, of
we
course
were
I
in...
know this. This is easy. Emperor penguin.
Yeah.
Come on.
Did you know back in the day, like something like 30 million years ago,
Oh, wow.
there was a penguin, I think it was like where the emperor penguin evolved from. They were up to 2 meters tall.
2 meters tall.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's like over 6 foot.
Yeah. How mad is that?
A 6 foot tall penguin.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Did they have the same personality these ones have?
Probably not. They're probably evolved from like
Because
time's gone on in it because they've had interaction.
emperors are pretty chill in it. They're pretty
Yeah,
cool
they
animals. If they were 6 foot, that'd be pretty cool.
That could you imagine just walking, you just see flipping?
And they're like slapping other people around and that.
Yeah. How long ago did penguins evolve from? Like how many years?
135 million years ago.
60 million. I don't know why he does
No,
this.
because you said that. You mentioned it earlier before we started
We're
the podcast.
talking about dinosaurs.
Yeah, I know, but I thought maybe it's linked in it because there's a random thing to have brought up. 60 million years ago.
I found something quite interesting. They were talking about like male penguins that if they're so they mate, and when their missus has a baby,
Yeah.
if something happens to the missus, the male penguin can actually look after the baby penguin for a couple of weeks and generate milk for it. Yeah, but also penguins are a bit like slutty. They only mate for 1 season and then they go and find someone else.
Yeah, but slugs. Famously, yeah.
Yeah.
Pick up another partner. That was good, that though, innit? No, that was good.
There you go. There's you've been penguin fact.
Yeah, you've been penguined, guys.
You've been penguined.
Right, Shy, I'm going to ask you, because the would you rather question went really well last week. I'm going to ask you another one.
Oh, God.
I think I know the answer, though. Would you rather, when I say date, marry? Whatever, right?
Stuck for a
Would you
while.
rather marry the most beautiful person of the opposite sex?
He's laughing.
Or become the most beautiful person of your sex?
Ha.
So either you marry the most beautiful man in the world.
Right. You are the most beautiful man in the
Shut
world.
the fuck up. Or you become the most beautiful woman in the world. What would you rather?
But what does that beauty mean? Like physical beauty?
Yeah. Obviously, you know.
No, I'm just saying because you might have a shit personality.
No one
though.
cares about. No, it's not about. This is about looks. This is about looks. How you look. Yeah. So think about who do you think is the
I
most.
wanna be-
Who do you think is the most beautiful person in the world? Woman, even.
Jason Statham's girlfriend.
Who's that?
She's really pretty.
Jason Statham's girlfriend. I thought you were gonna say that the one that you like, Harley Quinn.
Yeah, she's stunning as well. Look at him, Ed. Look at him running to Google straight away to Google it. The audacity of this man.
No, because I don't know who this is. I want to know what your taste. If you got dead taste or not. Well, now I'm gonna have to.
She's
I mean, look, obviously,
Victoria's Secret model and
obviously
everything.
she's beautiful. Yeah,
She's stunning.
Obviously, she's stunning and that. Yeah, but I wouldn't. It wouldn't.
Like, people would genuinely go for like Angelina Jolie and stuff because she's also stunning. Aishwarya
Yeah,
Rai.
she's very, 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 very conventionally attractive.
Yeah,
But I
she's
don't know if I'd
pretty.
say the most beautiful woman in the world, but she's very, very attractive.
Yeah,
There you go.
but I've always thought she's stunning.
Fair enough. Even before she got with Jason.
Even before she was just...
Yeah, when you were sliding into her DMs.
Yeah, can you imagine? This is you, Missy, you good luck, Missy, kiss me, marry me, Missy, kiss me. Anyway,
I
sorry.
told you to stop reading my Instagram messages to Messi. God, so what would
who
you...
do you think's the most beautiful woman in the world?
It's you, obviously. So for me, this is very easy.
The audacity.
No, for me, this is very easy.
Why?
Because I'm already married to the most beautiful woman in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I'd want to be the most attractive man on the planet.
Why?
I don't know. But given the choice here, like if it's between marrying the most attractive woman in the world, which I've already done, then maybe I can be the most attractive man in the world. No, but like, who do I think is the most attractive man on the planet? I mean, 15 years ago, David Beckham. I mean, he's aged very well. I don't know, there's probably some random Pakistani working in a tea shop in Pakistan. It's a handsome lad. It's handsome lads in Pakistan. Yeah, so I think yeah. I don't think I'm in the top upper echelons of male attractiveness on the planet.
I think you're very attractive.
Well, that's very kind of you. That's your job.
I think you're the most beautiful man on the planet.
And you're nice, kind, and blind. Or deluded. I don't know which one. But yeah, I think I would choose marrying the most beautiful woman on the planet, which I've already done. So
wow. I guess I'm gonna have to choose being the most beautiful woman on the planet then.
Yeah, but you already are. But you don't think you are.
No, because I'm realistic. There are some stunning
all right,
women
who are
out there.
your top 5 most attractive women on the planet?
Oh my God.
God, you've done that one. Jason Statham's wife.
Yeah, what's her name? Rosie something. Duffing.
Something Huntington Taylor or something like that.
Huntington Taylor, yeah.
Some posh woman.
Jason Statham's wife, she's very, very stunning. I think she's gorgeous. Harley Quinn, I really like her.
Right, Margot Robbie.
Yeah.
Barbie.
Aishwarya Rai.
But like now or?
Babe,
Like
for her age, she's still beautiful.
We're talking about peak Aishwarya Rai.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, we're not talking about. We're talking about Miss World, Miss Universe.
I mean,
Aishwarya Rai,
she's still stunning.
Sure,
I think, yeah.
sure. But today, as she looks great for her age. Mm-hmm. But she's not in the top 5 most attractive women on the planet that are alive today, right?
Okay, fine.
So you're talking peak Aishwarya Rai.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's this Pakistani.
I always preferred Rani Mukherjee.
Yeah, Rani Mukherjee is attractive as well.
Or
I like Preeti Zinta, for example.
Madhuri Dixit.
Joy Javla.
Madhuri Dixit.
She's stunning as well.
Back in the day.
Krishma.
Not for me.
Really?
Yeah.
I do think Krishma Kapoor is quite stunning.
Yeah. No, I'm getting me wrong.
Well, actually, we don't like
We're
Kajan.
just talking about attractive people, full stop in it. But in terms of like who I
top.
fancied as a kid.
I don't know who else you know. I don't know.
I mean,
who
there's
else.
loads of people.
My sisters are very, very beautiful.
Okay, but I'm not gonna start ranking them. Am I right? Rank your sisters from most prettiest to ugliest.
Shut up. All my sisters, mashallah, are absolutely beautiful.
Include my sisters as well. So including my sisters, your sisters, rank them from prettiest to ugliest.
Can you imagine?
Could you imagine?
God.
We need content, guys. Content.
No.
What about like, I don't know, like Beyonce, Rihanna?
I mean, they are... do you know what it is? I genuinely...
Naomi Campbell back in the day.
Yeah, Naomi Campbell. Do you know what it is for me? Like Naomi Campbell, she might be super attractive, but she also has a shit personality.
How do you know? Do you know her?
You just hear stuff in it when people say they worked with her and how she treats people.
Right. I thought you knew.
No. I'm one of those people where I'm like, there are a lot of there are many attractive, beautiful women.
Yeah.
Famous, not famous, normal, whatever.
Yeah,
so
sure.
it's quite hard. So I genuinely feel like everyone is quite beautiful because I take everything into account.
That's the real punk rock.
No, but they are though, aren't they? Really?
Everyone
has beauty
in them. But not everyone is attractive. Not everyone is conventionally attractive. And that's not to say that only conventionally attractive people are attractive. Of course not, because, whatever. But there is a conventional attractiveness.
Who's your top 5 attractive women?
You?
Right.
Your sisters. But I put them in order.
You don't mean that.
I'll put them in order. So I'll go Shy.
Leave my sisters alone.
I'll go in reverse order in it. So we'll go Shy.
No,
I'm joking. I don't know. I'm not sure these. Transformers Megan Fox.
Oh, actually, Megan Fox is stunning.
Transformers Megan Fox, yeah.
No,
back in
but
the day.
even now Megan Fox is beautiful.
Sure,
I
don't look at women anymore.
You're right, actually. I missed that.
But
Megan Fox is
Transformers Megan Fox, yeah. Tomb Raiders Angelina Jolie.
Right.
Like them times, innit?
Okay.
Jessica Rabbit. Roger Rabbit's girlfriend.
Why are you laughing?
Because we all had a crush on her when we were kids.
Wow. It's all coming out now, guys.
The sexy rabbit.
It's all coming out now.
The sexy rabbit on TV and that. You were like 10 years old going... what? Don't know. Not sure. Oh, Madhuri Dixit back in the day.
She's very beautiful.
/ Rani Mukherjee. I mean, they're two different people, so I could have them both. But yeah.
You could have them both?
Yeah, have them both, mate.
Wow.
Put them both in there.
You know your mum watches this?
Yeah. Oh, shit. No, but I'm sure mum is aware that I
Guys,
find
something-
women attractive.
Should he really be finding women attractive when he's got a wife? You shouldn't
I'm
be
not
finding
talking
any
about
other
women
women.
anymore, though. I'm talking about back in the day. Not from women now. I'm talking about like back in the day growing up. I liked.
So last year, Tez's grandma was here. She stayed with us for a bit, and Tez went somewhere, and Carol Vorderman.
I was in Edinburgh.
Edinburgh, sorry, yeah. And he met Carol Vorderman. They were talking. Were you at a show with her or something, or you went to see something?
It was some talk thing.
Yeah,
and we just bumped
and
into
then
each other.
Tez sent a picture of
And I
him
know
and Carol.
so we bumped into each other.
And Tez sent a picture of Carol Vorderman, and then I go, "Oh my god, Mum!" I said, "I love Carol Vorderman. Like, I just really like her." And then Tez's grandma was like, "Why has he got a picture of another
It was
woman?"
like, who is this woman he's got a picture with?
Yeah, and then I said, "You're right." I said, "You're right, Grandma. What Bishadam is this? He's sitting next to a woman. He sent me a picture. I stuck for a look at this behavior." So yeah, that was quite funny. Okay, so yeah.
So you'd be the most beautiful woman in the world, which you already are, and I'd marry the most beautiful woman in the world.
Yeah, we'll take this offline after. Don't you worry, darling.
What have I done?
We'll see who else you find attractive. Don't you worry.
Oh yeah, no, you can carry on talking. This could be the podcast. You asked me a question.
You've not asked me about other attractive men, have you?
I don't care.
Yeah, okay, Mum. I'm not. There's no one else that I can possibly.
No, but
say.
I'm talking about people from back in the day.
Yeah, I can talk.
I'm sure you found people attractive when you were younger. And I'm not going to be like, oh, I can't believe you fancied David Beckham in 2005.
That wasn't me. You fancied David Beckham in 2005.
Yeah, and 2015.
I never found David Beckham attractive. That's
No, I'm
interesting,
not
isn't it?
obviously a straight guy, but I'm like, that's an attractive guy. In the same way, like you look at, what's his face?
George Clooney.
Yeah, George Clooney, or the guy, George Clooney, yeah. It's coming out now.
Everyone liked George Clooney.
It's like Sinners, what's the guy in Sinners called? Michael B. Jordan. Right, look at Michael B. Jordan, I'm like, that's an attractive lad.
Okay, guys. So we are at the top that time of the podcast where we discuss a dilemma or a Reddit story that I have come across.
What's the dilemma that my husband fancied women in 2005?
That's going to come next week. So this is Yagnian and Unhelpful Uncle.
Yes, it is.
Ben, for one moment.
Oh, you got it right today.
Yeah, I did. I was thinking about it. So this one is a Reddit post that I came across because I saw it. It's been sitting in my drafts for a while, and I was like, you know what? Let me just do it today because it's interesting. So the title, right, says "Cold War with My Wife."
Oh, all right. Go on then.
Right.
Justice is for husbands.
It says, "Salam, my brothers and sisters.
Walaikum salam.
Recently, my wife and I got into a misunderstanding, and it ended up we are both not talking to each other. It's been 5 days and we have not talked since we've not talked to each other. We both give one another the silent treatment." I'm going to go off topic for a second because not all our listeners are Muslim. I was reading somewhere that 3 days is a maximum and Muslims should not talk to each other. And after the third day, they must give salam. So I think I've recalled,
it's based on, yeah.
So non-Muslim listeners out there.
So Muslims are taught that if you fall out with someone, you should make up within 3 days. Mm-hmm. Even if you don't have to be besties again, but just at least give the hi bye, get back to hi bye within 3 days or after 3 days.
I know both our ego won't want to bend the knee. A part of me wants to break this Cold War and bring the love back between us. But also a part of me says if I be the first person to come out of this silent treatment, I will be seen as the weaker one. I thought of giving my wife a hug, but I realised I'm torn. Should I be the first to come out of this silent treatment or just let it be until we see where this goes? Is silence versus silence a good thing, or will it destroy us if we continue down our path? Is it better that one of us breaks this path, or just should I continue to stand our ground, as in should we me and her? Please help, thank you. This is an interesting one.
I think it's quite simple.
Yeah, go on.
If you know that your spouse...
Yeah. But how do people go days without speaking to each other?
I have no idea.
I just don't get it. How do you do it?
Yeah, how? I want to learn as well. I think if you're angry at your spouse, which obviously happens.
But wait, 3 days there. That means 5 days, sorry.
Yeah.
So you're going to, like, I don't understand it.
So Monday we've had an argument on Monday.
Yeah.
And it's got to Friday or Saturday.
That's what I
mean.
mean.
And we're still not talking to each other.
So what happens during the week though?
I don't know.
When you go to bed?
Yeah, you just turn around and whatever.
Wow.
You're like, here's your food. Like,
that's what I mean. The food, but you're not saying here's your food because you're not talking to each other.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, no, but you've made whatever you've made or whatever's been ordered. You're just like, here.
Go and get your takeaway.
Yeah, no, but you're not even saying that because you're not talking.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, I think if you've got into an argument with your spouse, which happens, and sometimes you get angry, and sometimes you might even get to a point where you start talking to each other. I think the moment you think, okay, I want to start talking to them again, her, him, or whichever way around it is, I'll say from my perspective, the moment you think I want to start talking to her again, start talking to her again. Because at the moment now it's pride. It's not, because you might be right. Wherever the argument is, you might think that you were in the right, and you might be in the right, you might not be in the right. But as long as you think you're in the right, then I guess you think you're in the right? So you might think you're in the right, and therefore you don't want to back down. That's one thing. If you've got to a point where either you've accepted you're wrong, or you've calmed down enough that you're like, okay, I want to get back to normal, then the only thing stopping you now is your pride and your ego. And this thing about being weak, it's your spouse. It's not your friends. It's not work. It's not a business deal.
Yep.
It's not a sports team. It's your spouse. If you can't be weak in front of your spouse, then what's the point of having a spouse? Your spouse is supposed to be the person that you're supposed to be able to be vulnerable in front of, that you're supposed to be weak in front of, that you're supposed to be also strong, obviously, but your partner is the one that sees all your good and your bad and your strong and your vulnerable. So if you can't be soft and vulnerable for your spouse, then what are you doing?
It sounds as though they're both quite similar in that sense, where they're both shut down.
Yeah, no, I think they're just being a bit stubborn, isn't it?
Yep, yeah.
It doesn't say
two
like
stubborn people.
It doesn't say like there's no love in the marriage, in the relationship. It sounds like the relationship is fine.
Yeah.
It's just that they've got into this impasse.
But I've never understood, and I don't know if it's
because
my brain.
you got too much anxiety. That's why.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I do want to give Shai the silent treatment, and she doesn't let me.
It escalates.
She doesn't let me give her the silent treatment because I'm like, I don't want to talk to you right now.
No, but
and
you
she
just
won't
go
have
to
it.
sleep, and then I spend. Well, you don't do it anymore.
No, but even before it gets to like bedtime or whatever, if we've had an argument during the day or
I don't like
earlier,
sleeping on an argument though.
Yeah, no, I mean, you shouldn't sleep on an argument. Actually, that's one thing that we both read before we got married. You shouldn't sleep on an argument, but also it does happen, and we have slept in arguments, even though we try not to.
I've not slept though.
I have this. I've got this weird thing, and maybe someone out here who knows psychology can psychoanalyze what I'm about to say. I have insomnia, right? So I find it difficult to get to sleep on any given day of the week, month, year. I find it hard to sleep. On a default day, I find it very hard to get to sleep. So that's why I end up staying late all the time, and sometimes I'm tossing and turning in bed and stuff. Now, when Shai and I have had an argument, and she's mad at me,
Like fuming
at me, like a serious argument, for some reason, I can sleep.
I swear to God, he sleeps like a baby.
What is that about?
He'll go to bed at like 10 o'clock.
No, that's silly.
Or at 11.
Like, no, but like when it's time for bed, I'll fall asleep quite quickly.
Yeah.
What's that about? Like, what part of my brain has some sort of serotonin that's kicked in? Maybe when you're angry, you release serotonin.
We are on the opposite ends of a trauma scale, yeah? I'm super anxious that I can't sleep, eat, do anything, yeah? And you're like, I'm just going to go to sleep.
Doesn't mean I'm not worried about it. And stuff,
but
I'm
the
like,
way that we behave,
there's a part of my brain, though. It must be chemical.
Yeah,
it
there's
must be
something.
chemical.
Yeah.
It must be some sort of serotonin or something that's been released that I'm like, oh.
Maybe you're used to dealing with a lot of stress.
Maybe it's fight or flight.
Yeah. But why are you
and
not?
my flight is like my brain going,
Yeah. I feel like a lot of men do that though.
Maybe.
Yeah. Do men do that a lot? If you're at an argument, like, let us know. Do you go?
But anyway, I do think in this. But I think my point stands in that, like, your partner should be the one that you're vulnerable in front of. Like park your ego. And don't get me wrong, it happens and you don't want to back down from an argument, especially if you're right. And I'm not saying back down from an argument if you're right. That is also actually.
But talk about it.
That's also actually a very mature thing to do, actually, to be honest. But I'm not saying, because not all of us are there. And I struggle with that.
You just tap my foot to make a point.
No, I was trying to stretch. I was just trying to stretch. But I think even if you're conceding an argument, even when you're right, is wisdom, and not all of us are there. And I'm not there, because I'm very stubborn when I think I'm right, which is all the time. But what? But I do think that, like, if once you got past the argument, or once you maybe concede that, or maybe she has a point, or maybe she's right, or maybe I'm wrong, or what, or even if it's not that, if you're just like, I just want to get back to normal or whatever, park your ego and pride at the door. Like, who's it for? It's just you two.
Yeah.
Who's that ego and pride for? There's no audience. And it does happen sometimes where you're like, well, I don't want to be weak in front of her, and I get that. You want to be, you don't want to be woke. What it is, you don't want to be a doormat. You don't want to be walked over. I think that's what he means.
Yeah.
When he says be weak, I think that's what he means. He doesn't want to be seen
But
as,
you know
as
what will
easy
happen?
to walk over.
As soon as you stop talking to each other and it extends to a period of days, it starts becoming a norm.
Yes,
so
because the
that is
next time...
an extension.
Yes, because this time, whenever you come back together again, inevitably you're going to have another argument, another fight. Because you had the silent treatment that lasted 5 days... That's almost going to become their default.
That's my worst nightmare.
That's going to become their default. Have the silent treatment.
I don't think we've ever. Alhamdulillah.
I think we've had like an hour or so, but you're not good at it. Silent treatment. Yeah, she's not good at silent treatment. She just wants to. Shai's got this gift of like wanting to hash out the argument as soon as it happens, and I'm like, no, I need time to process my anger and my emotions and my thoughts. I can't I'm not ready to like go into battle. I need time.
But I think
and time means silent treatment.
But Tez, also...
Not for long, but like an hour or two at least.
But also, I am the type of person where I don't get down for long either. If I'm upset, you have to admit...
Yeah, you go very high.
Yeah.
And then you come back down.
Yeah.
But like she goes high. Yeah, she goes high, guys. But you go high and then you come down. But
my personality isn't... I won't get sad for long. I won't get angry for long. And I'm kind of very like I'm a happy person, I think.
My problem is that I don't start arguments. But when Shai starts arguments, I escalate them.
But listen, Tez, when you say you don't start, we've discussed this before, you don't start arguments because a lot of the time it's your fault.
Or it's me doing silly things.
So why is he going to start an argument over something he's done?
Well, because look, sometimes arguments are worth having. Some things are worth having arguments over.
I swear to God.
I can see that some things are worth having an argument over, but I do also think that sometimes when you lose your rag or you start an argument over, sometimes the thing you're arguing over isn't worth the amount of energy you're giving.
But sometimes,
that's when I get annoyed.
But that argument, that might have come from a frustration of multiple other things that you've not done that has triggered it.
And I accept that.
And I've explained that to you as well.
And I accept that. But in that moment, you don't know that. In that moment, it's just that one thing that you're saying has set you off, and I'm like, why is it?
But he doesn't look at. But you don't look at your own behavior there. You're not like.
Why did no? Because you also got to accept that you've married what you've married.
Yeah. Oh my God, I have changed so much for you.
So have I.
No, not so much. You haven't.
Oh my God, yes, I have. Yes, I have. I get up way earlier than I used to. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not saying everything's been fixed, but I get up way earlier than I used to. I do infinitely more housework than I used to. I'm not saying it's 50-50, but I do a lot more than I used to. And there's a lot of other things that I do that I didn't used to. Remember when Grandma saw me washing a dish?
Yeah.
She nearly lost her mind.
Yeah, it's because you kept saying to Grandma, look at me, poor me. That's what you were doing.
No, the first time she looked at me, she goes, what are you doing? And then I'd sort of lay the sauce on.
The thing is, I say this to Tez, and I'm like, when we do have kids, inshallah, and I hope inshallah, we do have a daughter or a son, I don't want our children to grow up thinking mom's done all our housework.
No, I completely agree.
Yeah, I've grown up in a household where my mom and dad did 50-50 in it. You know, my dad was hands-on.
It wouldn't have been 50-50.
My dad was very hands-on.
Listen, you might
Let me explain to you about my parents.
50-50 though.
Maybe it was shifting more at one point than the other, but let me explain to you what's happened. We'd wake up in the morning, mum would be awake, dad would give us breakfast. Yeah. So dad would be the one giving breakfast while my mum's packing the lunches and stuff, or dad's doing the lunch stuff. Dad would walk us to school.
Yeah, that bit I can do.
Yeah.
I mean, I said that. I don't know yet.
So come home, whatever. Obviously, there was 7 of us as well. And then after school, dad would come pick us up in the kitchen, go with mum and dad in the kitchen making snacks for us and stuff.
Yeah.
Give us the snacks.
Yeah.
And then just tidy up. My dad would do the washing, for example, hand wash clothes. Who does that?
Yeah, that's
my dad would hand wash clothes. She'd do the mopping, gardening.
Yeah.
And then at dinner time, either sometimes my mum would cook or my dad would cook, or they'd both be in the kitchen.
Top lad.
My point is, and then my mum would wash up actually, and then my dad might put the dishes away.
My problem is I've been a victim of the patriarchy.
No, I'm not taking
because my mum didn't let me do any housework growing up.
But my point is, I say to Tez, when we have children, we want our daughter, if we have a daughter especially, I don't want my daughter to be like, my mum's just been doing all the houseworop and doing
No, I get that completely.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is I'm a lot better. You're saying I'm saying I've compromised a lot. I've changed a lot since we got married. You have to accept that.
Yeah.
Have I not?
You could do more.
Sure, I'm not.
I'll
also concede that I'm not where you might want me to be. What I'm saying is, where have I come from?
Where I want you to be, it's not a 50-50 though, is that?
But where have I come from?
You've come from the pits.
Exactly. I've come from doing negative housework.
Nice.
I've come from making mess so that someone does. No, I'm joking. Like I've
You
come
come
from
and waking
negative.
up at 4:00 in the afternoon.
Yeah. Oh man, them COVID times. But yeah. So the point is, anyway, we're losing track.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. We should. So yeah, if you're getting into an argument with your spouse and you end up giving the silent treatment to each other, like just be soft for your spouse, innit? That goes both ways, husband and wife. That's the person to be soft in front of, or to be soft to treat nicely and to give comfort to. I get it. Sometimes that person also, no one infuriates you more on the planet than your spouse either. Obviously. I'm speaking on your behalf now. I'm speaking on your behalf because I get that I'm probably an infuriating person to live with. But what I'm saying is that that's the person to be soft in front of. And so give them grace. Obviously, yeah, now and again.
And don't go like days without speaking to each other because something can happen to you.
Yeah.
Imagine something happens to you.
Yeah.
And that's why I said to you.
We got a text early today about some lad who died in a car crash.
Yeah. You don't know. So
and
sure.
It's a horrible story. And you're like, yeah, you don't know. You like every time you leave the house or your person or you know whoever, your relative, your spouse, whatever, your friend, whatever, every time, the last time you see them might be the last time you see them or the last time they see you. So just
be mindful.
Be mindful. Yeah, obviously you're gonna have ups and downs and stuff, and you're getting annoyed, and you might have a day of not talking to each other. But just I think at the moment where you're like, I need to pack the, I want to start talking to her again. Start talking to her again.
Yeah, I agree.
And vice versa. Yeah. Yeah.
Right, Tez.
Yeah. Shy?
Yeah.
Right, Shy?
What are you appreciative of this week?
I am grateful for the fact that I have a wonderful wife.
You say that every
The most beautiful person in the world, who puts up with all of my foibles and my laziness and my I understand. Like I've got my mind works in a certain way, which I think must make me quite difficult to live with.
Oh wow.
And the fact that you're not denying that means it must be true. I thought you were going to jump in and deny that.
No, because I was just seeing where this is going.
But she never. So it must be true. But the fact that you look past all of that and still love me is I'm like, what have I done to deserve that?
You're a wonderful husband. You are.
But you didn't deny that I'm difficult to live with.
No,
though.
I mean, I must be also difficult to live with, Tez.
Hey, no, you're not.
In a very small.
Stop.
In a very small scale.
What? How would you? What are you on about?
Shut up.
No.
I am appreciative of being in a wonderful family. I'm appreciative of our mums.
Yes, of course.
Obviously, it goes without saying I'm appreciative of this man because I do think that a man will hold a relationship together with his parents, for example. And I'm very close to your mom. And I've been thinking about this is because I have you. And when you have someone that loves both people equally and is very fair, because you're very, very fair, and you always have my back, and like you always have mom's back. And I'm very appreciative of that. And appreciative of my mom as well. That alhamdulillah, I'm very, very glad that both our moms have a good relationship. And I don't think it's very often. I think we're very on the rare side of things.
We're quite fortunate.
We're very, very fortunate. Very fortunate. And I'm also married to the most handsome man in the world. Guys, remember to tell your wives, your guys, your husband, your family, your siblings, your parents, everyone what you are grateful for this week. And we will see you next week.
Bye.